Recording the conversation right now. Okay, it has started recording.
Okay.
Mr. Umar, yesterday, I don't know, the network wasn't in our favor, so we couldn't communicate properly. I didn't get your point properly because it kept on breaking.
Yeah.
So what was the point you were trying to make?
What are we discussing yesterday?
Yesterday
I'm just like a problem.
we were discussing about how, according to the Hadith, Muhammad is saying in the Hadith that we human beings, okay, had we not commit sin, Allah would have swept us out and then bring another people who will commit sin and then ask for forgiveness. Which means
Okay.
Allah wants people to sin and ask for forgiveness. It doesn't describe what kind of sin. You see, the verse didn't say what kind of sin, but Allah wants people. You see, if you are totally righteous and don't commit any sin, Allah doesn't like that. Allah wants you to commit sin and then ask for forgiveness. And had we not do that, had we people not commit sin and ask for forgiveness, Allah will sweep us out. So it is very important for Allah that we sin and then come and ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
And then we were saying, and then I gave you some examples from the Quran, like that Muhammad was a sinner, and you were saying Muhammad is not a sinner. We don't say that.
No, I didn't say that Muhammad was a sinner. I say there is a little difference between the sin. You get me? When you say sin, don't take as ordinary human beings sin as the prophets sin, the chosen people sin. You get me? In Quran, Allah have said that He has created angels. These angels, the way God created them, He created them people that are not doing anything beyond what God has told them to do, because God have not given them the freedom of choice. You get me? And they are not sinners. This is how God created them. When you talk of God, God is different from we human beings. He is different from the way that we are thinking, because He is the one that created us. If He likes, He can create people that are not sinning at all. And if He likes, He can create people that are sinning and then looking for forgiveness. And if He likes, He can create people that will sin and will never regret even their sins and go back for looking for forgiveness. I can give you 3 examples of these people. One is angel. These are people that are not even committing any sin. This is the way that God created them. And it is God's wish for Him to create what He likes. We cannot dictate to Him. And then the second stage are human beings. These are the people that God created, these are the creation that God created, that they are human beings. They are below the angels in terms of doing.
Oh, the network. Every time we are speaking, the network keeps on breaking.
Sorry, a call just coming.
Okay,
yeah, no, I call just any call that has come in, I'll just cut it off.
Okay,
yes,
please.
Don't worry. I will even put them on block. Yes. So when you come in terms of human beings are creations that are doing sin and then seek for forgiveness. This is why Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that had it been that human beings are not sinning, God would have wiped them away and bring another people that are sinning and then looking for forgiveness, because we are not angels. If to say we are angels, or if God created in a way that we are not sinning at all, we wouldn't have been sin. And God, in His own willingness, have created people that are not even doing the sins, which are angels. Then let us go to the third stage, which are the devil. It is a creation of God. A devil will commit sin and will never look for forgiveness, because this is how God created him. And we have fallen into the category of human being, the way that we are created. You don't know that you, Seto, by the time before God created you, before you know that you are yourself as a human being, maybe if God likes, He have created you as an angel, and you wouldn't have even know what is sin. You get me? But God have made you in a human being. So God have created you and me among the category of His creations that will make sin, and we must make sin and look for forgiveness. This is what He wills.
Okay, Mr. Umar, you see,
okay.
I'm going to time it. So every time I am speaking, you let me speak, and you don't interrupt. And when you are speaking, I let you speak. You speak like for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I will also speak for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So you just made a point. You have 3 sections. You just gave us 3 sections: angels, human beings, and devil. This
Yes.
hadith that we are speaking about, Muhammad is telling us in the hadith, and Muhammad is not speaking on his own accord. Muhammad is speaking by the inspiration of Allah. And Muhammad is warning us, had we not sinned, so it is something which is demanded from Allah. He wants us to sin so that we will ask for forgiveness. He has given us that will to sin, and he wants us to sin so that he will do what? Forgive us. So it is something Allah wants us to do. And then if we don't do that, had we not do that, he is going to wipe us out and bring people who are going to do that. You gave us an example like the angels don't commit sin or do anything according to their will. But the Quran states something different. You see, the angels were advising Allah. They were telling Allah, why are you going to create human beings when they are going to commit distraction, when they are going to bring distraction or doing bad things on the earth? How did the angels know that? Were they speaking from their own knowledge, or were they speaking something they didn't know about? So you see that at that point, at that moment, the angels were like challenging Allah, or they are doubting. Why are you going to do such a thing? They are commanding, they are telling this to their God who is all-knowing. And you are saying the devils, they are created in the ways that they don't sin, they can sin, but they will never ask for forgiveness. But that is not their will then, because they are created in such this way by Allah. Allah made them the way so that they will not ask for forgiveness. That is the way Allah created them. So they haven't done anything wrong. They are just programmed not to ask for forgiveness. You see, so you get the point?
Yes.
So all these things you are giving to us, the verse, you see, Allah wants us to be good people and not commit sin. But in another way, he wants us to commit sin so that he will forgive us. So how don't you see that is contradicting God? He wants us to be kind, to be good, to be righteous as the best, and then at the same time he wants us to sin so that we can ask for forgiveness. So you are your turn, you can speak.
Okay. You know, this is why in Quran, when we are reading about we Muslims, the way we are reading Quran and the way that we understand Quran is different from the person who read the Quran in a translated way. You know what's problem? What got problem to the holy book of Christians and Jews, because it has been translated from the original language to another language, and no matter what, when you translate a language to another language and you ignore the foundation of that language and turn to another language, no matter what, you must make mistakes and you must bring something which is not the true meaning of that particular word in the original on the original context of that language. Like in Arabic now, when this is why Allah said that inna nahnu nazzalna qur'ana wa inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafizun. We are the one that revealed this dhikr, that the Quran, and we are the people that are going to protect it. This is how Allah says that. From the period of 1,400 days, no matter what they do, the Quran language of Arabic text will never be disappeared. This is always, so when there is any contradiction, any problem on the transliterations into any other language, if the person truly wants to get the true meaning of what is it meaning, you have to go and learn the Arabic first, and then know how to translate, and then go and sit down in front of ulamas, the people who have got the knowledge from the earlier stage. This is why I always repeat it. Don't, because I know that people are listening to us. Let not everybody just look at the Quran as an English revelation. No, the original language is Arabic. But for the people that doesn't understand Arabic, you can translate it for them so that they can understand what is their religion or what God means. But if you want to get the true meaning of that particular word, you have to go back to the root. So let us come back to that particular sinning about sinning and not sinning. God said that in Quran, Inna Allah yaf'alu ma yurid. God will do whatever He likes. If the whole human beings, there is hadith which say that if God wish, He will put from the Adam till end of the world, all of them, both sinners, not sinners, both the different religions, into the garden. And that
Mr. Umar, your time. I told you we are going to do it according to time. No, Mr. Umar, no. I told you we are going to do it according to time. You speak for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I speak also for 2 to 3 minutes. You have just spoke.
I did not get my 3 minutes.
No, it is over 2 minutes. You started. It is over 2 minutes. It is over. It is my time. I'm looking at the time.
I'll stop my point here. Let you continue. When you finish, I'll start from this my particular point. I'll continue.
Okay. You see. So now I'm speaking right now. Okay. The thing is, there is a hadith which is claiming that Muhammad said we should commit sin. The purpose of Muhammad coming here is to guide us not to be sinless, not to do something bad. But it is as if now, you see, the pagan Arabs, they were doing something which was like pagan. They were doing idolatry, pagan, and worshiping things and doing bad things, drinking alcohol and stuff. So the only thing which was bad about what they were doing is they didn't ask for forgiveness after doing that. So now Muhammad has come with the news that, oh, you can do all these things, but after you do it, ask for forgiveness. So what is the logic in this? You see, when you come to it is here to guide you so that you will not commit sin. But now we found out that Muhammad or Allah wants you to commit sin so that you can come and ask for forgiveness. So this doesn't make this is not logical when you think about it properly, because if somebody comes to guide you, but he's going to guide you so that you will do something bad, but you just come and ask for forgiveness, it's just like you can just overspeed. You can do bad things, and you just go and pay you just go and pay your fee, your fine. The fine you just go and pay. There is nothing that just go. So if you are rich and you can afford it, you can just go around and you can do all kind of crimes. After that, you just go and pay your fee because you can afford it. You see, that is what the Islam is teaching me right now. I can sin and I ask for forgiveness. Just sin and ask for forgiveness. This is what the Lord, the God in the Quran is looking for. And then you also spoke about translations. You were speaking about translations and saying the Quran have to be written and read in Arabic because it was revealed in Arabic. But Mr. Umar, you can never find us a verse from the Quran where Allah is telling us the book is for mankind and everybody have to learn Arabic to understand the book. Can you give us a verse that says that from the Quran? No, because the Quran itself says the message will come to the people in the language that they speak, in the tongue. So you cannot say we have to learn the Arabic. That means the Quran is not for mankind, it is for the Arabians, because Allah created all these other languages. And our language is just as beautiful, as important as the Arab. So can you give us any verse that says we have to learn the Arabic before we can understand the Quran? Your time.
Okay. So you can go to Quran 39, verse 28.
Now, I am not at the computer right now, okay? So just open it and read it. But I will use my handy to check it. 39:28.
Okay. 39:28. Allah is saying that it is a Quran in Arabic without any crookedness therein, in order that they may guard against evil.
Okay.
You know, Quran has been in Arabic language.
Okay.
You know, I did not say that Arabic is superior than any other language. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there is no preference for Arabs over non-Arabs.
Where did he say that?
For a white over non-white.
Where did he say that?
The only preference is for somebody to have a faith in his heart. This is what God looking at.
But can you show where Muhammad said that?
Okay, fine. Just give me a second. Because I'm on my computer. This is why, as you call me, I just went I picked my computer.
No, okay.
Just So look at the hadith now.
It's in the hadith. This is the hadith. Okay, so let's see.
And it's not Arab, not it says لا فرق بين عربي ولا عجمي ولا أبيض ولا أسود إلا بالتقوى.
Yeah, but
there is no difference between an Arab and
no, what hadith? No, Mr. Umar, we want the reference for the hadith. We want to see if the hadith is sahih or it is not sahih.
Okay.
The reference.
Okay.
Because I know about the Muslims keep on saying these things, but we don't find it in Sahih Bukhari. You see, the Sahih Bukhari is never in the Sahih Bukhari. Somebody wrote this and then they are attaching it to Muhammad said this because the Bible said it. Because the Bible saying some things like this, now they want to attribute it to Muhammad too.
No problem. So, I have to type it before it's going to bring it for me.
No, just type it because you will see if it is in the most authentic books of the Sahih, the Hadith, we don't find this statement. The last sermon, we don't find it in Sahih Bukhari. How come? Such a very important message from Muhammad, the last sermon, is not in Sahih Bukhari.
You said?
It says such an important message, the last message, the last sermon of Muhammad. It is not in Sahih Bukhari. If he really said this thing, why is it not in Sahih Bukhari? But you see now, the time is still going because I asked you, we are going to wait.
You can talk. I will find you can talk. You can talk.
Okay. So you can talk. I can talk. Okay, so you are finding the hadith. So you just gave us a verse, Quran chapter 39, verse number 28, an Arabic Quran without any defect. Okay, so they may become righteous. You see, and this verse is saying the Quran is in Arabic, but it never said that you as a Nigerian, you should go and learn Arabic before you understand it. And they say so that they may become righteous. You know, the Quran was sent in Arabic because Muhammad was an Arabian. So that Muhammad can make it clear for his people. That is why Quran chapter 14, verse number 4 says, Quran chapter 14, verse number 4 says, Allah is saying he sends a messenger with the language of his people so that he may make it clear to them. So Muhammad was given an Arabic Quran so that he will make it clear to his people. And then Allah is saying in the Quran, or you are saying, yes, the Quran is for mankind. It is for everybody. So, yes. and Allah is said in Quran chapter 10, verse number 47, for every let me see the verse. Let me go to that verse. Quran chapter 10. Okay, verse number 47. Let me read what it says there. I am using my phone, so if you hear any noise, because I type on my phone, and then you can hear maybe there is a sound coming. Every community has a messenger. Listen, according to the Quran, every community has a messenger. When their messenger has come, judgment will be passed between them. So every community, there is a messenger. And Allah has already said in Quran chapter 14, verse number 4, that every messenger that comes to you will come with the language of your people. So you understand? So this is the Quran we are analyzing. So the messenger will come with my language, and then every community will have its own messenger. So the Quran came in Arabic, and if it is for mankind, if I am getting the message from the Quran, it should come in my message, in my language. And if you are telling me, if they translate the Quran in my language, and it will make the Quran, it will mistranslate, or we can't get the exact meaning of the Quran in Arabic in my language, that means the Quran is not for me. Because Allah is saying, I will get the message in my language. Allah never ordered me that the Quran is in Arabic and everybody should learn Arabic to understand the Quran. He is saying clearly in the Quran, you as a Ghanaian, you as a Nigerian, you from Senegal, you from Burkina Faso, and by the way, Senegal, congratulations. Senegal, you did very well. Congratulations for winning. You from this place, you from USA, you from Canada, you from Namibia, South Africa, you will get your message with the language of your people. Now the Quran is the message, let's say it is from Allah, and it is for all mankind. So if I am getting the message from the Quran, it should come in my language. That is the promise from Allah. Now you are saying, no, I have to go and learn the Arabic because the translation will mislead me. The translation will not guide me. That is not my problem then. That is the problem of Allah, because Allah has promised us from the Quran, we will get the message in our language. So how do you respond to that?
Okay. In Quran, Allah says that, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Go to Quran, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً. Go to to Quran 21, 107.
21 what?
21, 107.
Okay, Surah to Anbiya.
107.
Okay. We did not send you except as mercy to mankind.
Thank you. So, this is why Allah is choosing one language, and He will talk through the whole mankind through one language. You get me? You cannot say Arab is only for Arabs. Maybe a Ghanaian maybe is looking for his own messenger for him to come. Allah said that we sent Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for the whole mankind.
Yes, okay.
So, that particular something that you say, how do you respond to us? This verse has already covered it up.
No,
so
it hasn't. It hasn't.
Okay. Allah said that we have sent Muhammad to the whole world, for the whole creation, for the whole mankind.
Yeah, but Allah also said that, you see, Muhammad, he said, he didn't say we have sent you. He said we send you except as a mercy to mankind. We sent you as a mercy to mankind. You see, somebody, let's say, okay, let's just take the verse as it is, okay? But the verse is saying, and Allah is also saying in another verse. Did you read Quran chapter 14, verse number 4? We never sent a messenger except in the language of his people. So Muhammad has been chosen as a mercy for mankind. But if I'm going to get this message too, this message is to come in my language. That is the promise from your God, from Allah. Allah is saying we never, and we don't do that. That is something he doesn't do. And he is speaking as an all-knowing God. He will not bite his tongue. Allah will not do that, right? So Allah said, he never sent a messenger unless the messenger speaks the language of his people. So you as a Nigerian, and we have different languages in Nigeria, just as in Ghana. If the messenger is coming, even though Muhammad is the mercy, okay, he brings the Quran in Arabic, and then he makes it clear for his Arabian people. And Muhammad will say, okay, go around and spread the message. So the message is going to spread around. But it shouldn't spread around in Arabic, because Allah is saying, you will get the message. So the one bringing me the message will be my messenger. Let's take it as an example. Muhammad comes as a prophet, and the book has been given to him as a prophet, and he has to spread the message. He gave it to his people, and now he is ordering his people to go and spread it all over. And Allah has said, when that people who are going to spread the message all over, they will come in our language. That means they are bringing the message in our language. That is the word from God, from Allah. So are you saying Allah didn't know what he was saying, or how do you explain that verse? Because the Quran chapter 10, verse number 47 says, every community, every nation gets its messenger. So we will get our own messenger, right?
Okay, which surah? Which surah that you are talking about, that one?
Chapter 10, verse number 47.
What is it saying?
Let me go back, because I am not on my computer right now. Okay, my baby.
Just tell me the surah.
Surah 10, 47.
Okay, just let me go. Just Quran.
Yunus.
You said
Surah to Yunus. Yunus.
Chapter what?
Chapter 10, verse 47. Yunus.
Okay, 47. It's okay. I've got it.
Now, verse 47. Ayah 47. Surah 10, 47.
He said, and for every nation there is a messenger, and when their messenger comes on the day of judgment, it will be judged between them fairly, and they will not be wrong. Is that the one?
Yes, that is the one. Yes.
Okay. Allah here in this particular verse that you are talking, Allah is telling to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that, and for the people of the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah is telling us and is telling to our prophet that in the previous nations, every nation we used to send them a messenger. Every nation we used to send them a messenger. When you come to Jesus or Moses, you can see them that if they are calling that all people of Israel. They are calling only their own nation. They are calling the nation of Israel. When you go to Bible, most of the time when Jesus is talking, he's talking to the people of Israel, to the Israelites.
No.
But when he comes to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's talking to Ya ayyuhan nas, all you people. We'll never hear in Quran Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say that all you Arabs. No. But never say that Ya ayyuhan.
Are you sure you never hear that? Because the Quran also says the Quran has been sent to the city of Mecca and to the mother of city and the cities around it. That is what the Quran and the cities around it. It came in Arabic for the mother of city, which is the Mecca, and the cities around it.
Thank you. When we are in our house and we have our mother, if we say he's our mother, is it not belongs to all of us, the mother?
What do you mean? If
when
I
you
say
say
if
Makkah,
I
when you say Makkah in Quran, why God said that Makkah is the mother of the cities? Because it's the mother of the whole cities of the whole world.
No, who said that? According to whom?
Yes, this is why I say that you cannot translate the Quran according to what you want.
That is what I'm saying. That is why we are talking about the translation. It is not my fault, okay? Because Allah is saying, "I will get the message in my language." That is not me. That is not my fault. So if you are saying we cannot translate the Quran, that is not my mistake. If the translation of the Arabic Quran can mislead people, it is not my fault. That means the message is not determined for me.
It must mislead because you have to go to the root and you have to know.
That is not what Allah is saying. That is not what Umar.
When you say in Arabic, when you say in Arabic, you get me?
I get you. But that is not me saying that. You are saying I have to go to the root. Allah said I don't have to go to any root. I will get the message in my language so that I will understand. It is the statement of Allah, Quran chapter 14, verse number 4. So that is not my problem if the Arabic language has a different, the translation gives me different understanding. It is the fault of Allah. Because Allah never gave us that clear that the message is so clear in Arabic and translation could mislead people. So it is your duty to study Arabic so that you understand. Allah never gave us. Allah is telling us we have to get the message in our language. The messenger that is going to bring me the message will give it to me in my language and he can make it clear to me in my language, the mother tongue. So it is not my fault. It's not my duty to learn another language to understand the Quran.
What I'm telling you now, as long as you don't know, let me tell you. You know, you just get the translation what they have written. You yourself did not translate the Quran. Had it been that you are the translator of the Quran, you don't understand more than this.
I understand your logic. I understand your logic you are trying to, but I am giving you another logic from the Quran itself. We are going according to the Quran. The logic
is when you say al-Qura, Mecca is the mother of all the cities of this world.
According to who? When did Mecca come?
According to Quran.
You see, the books that came before Quran. Did Jesus say anything about Mecca?
We are talking of Quran now.
Yeah, but the Quran came before. There are books that came before Quran.
Why Quran says that Mecca is Qura? Because there is Kaaba inside it, and there is no way in this world you can get Kaaba. One, and Kaaba was built by Abraham, and Abraham is the father of all of most of these prophets that comes from Israel and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
You see,
so when Abraham was the one that built Kaaba, and even before revelation of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, God knows that Mecca is the mother of the whole nation, of the cities, of all the villages, and Allah have revealed to Abraham to come and build the only house there, and it is in the Quran.
Are you sure? What about you have not
come across that Abraham built Kaaba in Mecca?
What about Adam? Didn't Adam pray in the Kaaba too?
And I didn't say pray. I said build it.
Okay, yeah. If Adam,
the building foundation of Kaaba was made by Abraham.
The what?
The building of the foundation of Kaaba, the building of Kaaba itself was done by Abraham.
Okay, and then I'm asking you, what about Adam? Did Adam also did something with the Kaaba?
I something that I don't know, I don't have any knowledge, I will not talk about it.
Now, okay, so you see now, so you don't know. So you say Abraham built the Kaaba, but some other Muslim will say it is Adam who did it. But let's put this at the side. Some people will even say that.
Of what is in Quran. You know, I cannot bring you something that out of the Quran and you say that what is authority?
Now, okay. So, Mr. Umar, you see the.
I have that story. I have that story that there is a link between Adam and Kaaba, but I'll not bring it for you. I will just tell you I don't know.
Okay. You see, now the problem we are having right now, is okay. We have a book which is from a God that who created the universe according to the book, okay, and this God he created for us languages. Listen carefully. You have a language, and your language is unique, and your language is also as beautiful as my languages, because who created them? Allah created them, right?
Yes.
It is from Allah. Quran says it's Quran chapter 30, verse number 22. Surah to Rum, verse number 22. And of his signs is the creation of the heaven and the earth, and the diversity of your languages and colors. So Allah has created our languages and the colors for us. Our language is just as beautiful as that from Arab and every other languages. Yoruba language, Ghana language, Ethiopian, Arab, they are all beautiful because they are all from Allah. Allah will not create something not beautiful. They created us equal because He's just. And then Allah is saying in His book that He will send messengers to every community. There is a messenger. And when the messenger comes, the messenger will come with the language of the people. Listen carefully. That is Allah speaking as a God. The messenger will come with the language of the people. Allah never said the messenger will come and then you have to go and learn his language so that you will understand the book clearly. Allah never gave you this order. Allah is telling us.
I didn't tell you that. Please, Mr. Sito, don't misquote me. You know.
Mr. Omar, let me finish the statement. Let me finish the statement.
Do you know why I tell you that one?
Because no, let me finish my statement. Let me finish my statement. And then you can continue. Just as we are doing the program, I speak finish, and then you continue. Let me finish mine, and then you will continue. Please.
About 4 minutes against you.
No, just let me finish. Let me bring the point. No, let me end my point, please. Let me end. It will end very soon. It will end very soon. Then you can continue. You can speak for 3 minutes, okay? So Allah has made it clear in the Quran that He has created these languages in diversities, and every community will get a messenger, and every community that you get a messenger, the messenger will come in the language of your people. Allah never said we should go and the messenger will come and you have to go and learn his language, because that is the only way you will understand the message clearly. So Allah gave us the yardstick, the criteria. The messenger will come in the language so that the messenger will make it clear to me in my language. And now you are telling me I have to go and learn the Arabic. You gave me a Quran chapter 39 verse number 28 that the Quran is in Arabic and you have to go and learn the Arabic. But Allah never gave us this order from the Quran. So explain that, stick on that. Just give me the logic why do you want me to go contrary to what Allah is saying? Did Allah misspoke? Did Allah didn't know what He was saying? Didn't Allah know that the translation is the translated Quran can never be the same as the original Arabic Quran? If Allah knew that, then why is Allah saying I will get the message in my language? In my language. So explain that to us. Your time.
Okay, thank you. So let me go according to your own explanation, according to your own understanding about Allah is sending messengers from my own language. This is what you want me to stick on it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, fine and good. As long as I'm a man from Maiduguri, Kanuri man, you from Ghana, you have your own language. So we don't need to follow any religion. We have to stay like that one. We don't need to recognize any religion. Especially we Africans. It's just according to our own explanation. I'm just telling you according to our own explanation.
No, I didn't say that.
So we have to just stay with that. Yes, we have to stay with that religion because there is no messenger sent to our nation, to our language.
No, it doesn't say. I didn't say that. I can explain it to you.
Yes, because Jesus was not Ghanaian.
Yeah, but you see, the Bible never said. The Bible has. You see, that is why the Bible can be translated. The Bible, you don't have to say. They don't say go and learn the Aramaic. They don't say go and learn Greek. They don't say that.
Where?
The Bible is about the message. It's not about the words, as particular words. The Bible, that's why they translate the Bible for all nations. And they don't complain, go and learn this language, go and learn this language. It's you, the Muslims, who are doing that. And the Allah is saying, you have to learn, you will get the message in your language. When Allah made that statement, you will get the messenger in your language. Was it a truthful statement? Explain that.
It's a truthful statement, yes.
So how come you have to learn Arabic before you understand?
Even if you want to pray, if you want to make your prayers, without Arabic, you cannot make prayers.
That is why that is the point. So how is Arabic your mother language?
Even though you are not mother language, if God say you have, okay, wait, if you want to worship, if you become a Jew and you want to worship in a Jewish way,
you don't have to become a Jew to worship God.
You have to read the Torah. You have to read the Torah in the original language of the Israelites. You cannot read it in English. You know that one.
You don't have to. You see, it is about worshiping God. You see, that's what I'm saying. It is not about.
In Islam, when you are making prayers, you are worshiping God.
Yeah,
and you have to worship.
So, Mr. Abu, you see, that is why I gave you the verse, Quran chapter 30, verse number 22. The languages, it is not from yourself, it is from God, right? The languages is from God. And Allah gave you a language too. He knows why He gave you a language. Now you have putting your language aside, and then you have to learn another man's language so you can pray to your God. So why did you see?
You cannot say I just kept my language another time. This is God. It's God order.
So show me the order. Show me where Allah ordered you to go and learn another one's language so you can pray to Him. Show me.
You know, in Quran, chapter 49:13.
49:13. Okay, let's see. I'm going to open it. So now we have a verse in the Quran where Allah is saying, He will send you a messenger in your language.
I didn't say that one. I didn't say that. Don't misquote me. I just want to give you a point before you go into that one.
Yeah, I'm opening. I'm 49:13. 49:13. I'm opening it. So
because you are saying that our language is that one and that one. I say Allah created all the languages. To Him is equal. Nobody is perfect or nobody is above anybody except in the way that you are fearing Allah.
So let's see. Let me read the verse according to the verse you just gave me. Let's see.
Fear of Allah is what makes somebody to be superior in the eyes of Allah.
Mr. Umar, can you read the verse that you just quoted? Read it for us so that we will understand what you mean, please.
O mankind, we created you from a single pair of male and female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know each other, not that you may despise each other. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of Allah is he who is the most righteous of you. And Allah has full knowledge and is well acquainted with all things.
Okay, so the verse that you just read for us, where in this verse does it say you have to go and learn Arabic before you can worship Allah?
About learn Arabic. So now you are problem with the Arabic.
No. You. That is why I asked you. You said you have to speak the Arabic to worship a God, and you are giving it. You want to give us proof. I said, where did Allah say you have to do that? And you quoted this verse.
In prayers.
Yeah, but where did Allah say? Where did Allah say for you to pray to? Where did God say He gave you your own language? But if you want to pray to Him, go to another man's language and pray to Him. Give us the verse. Give us a verse where Allah is.
For sure. It is our Prophet ﷺ said that one to us.
So you see now, we don't have it from Allah, the book of God. We don't have it. Now you have it in the.
Wait. Allah is saying that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ does not speak on his own. He speaks what Allah told him to speak.
That is not true. Even you demonstrated it yesterday in the program. Do you know that you demonstrated it? There is what?
Go to Quran.
No, wait. There is. You see.
Wait. Go to Quran 53:3.
What?
53:3.
53:3. What is that? You mean Surah to Najm? 53.
Najm.
Quran chapter 50. I know. Mr. Umar, listen, please. I know the verse you are talking about.
Now, this is Quran. Before you go further, please.
We know. Wait. Listen carefully, because I don't know if you are trying to
listen to it, because you cannot say we have to jump it.
No, I'm going to open it, but please calm down. Listen to what I'm saying. I am opening it. It takes time for me to open it. It takes time. So wait, okay.
Let me read it for you.
Mr. Umar, we open. Muhammad doesn't speak on his own.
I've already opened my own. Let me read for people to understand now, because I'm not the conversation is not between me and you, because there are audience that are listening to us.
I know.
Allah is saying to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah is saying about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that nor does he ought of on his own desire. You get me?
Okay, I get you. So you are finished,
Your
right?
companion is neither stray nor be misled. Allah is saying to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he was not astray, he is not astray, and he is not misled, and
Okay.
he is not speaking on his own. You get me? It is no less than inspiration sent down to him. You get me? He was taught by one mighty in power, endued with wisdom, for he appeared in stately form while he was in the highest part of horizon. So this is the way Prophet Muhammad will never, God did not allow him to talk on his own. On any time when hadith was revealed, was written by his companions. And this hadith come to us. There is one stupid man. He said that he does not consider about hadith. He only Quran, only Quran, only Quran. You know, there are some people that come to this world to mislead people. You get me? That particular
Mr. Umar, you see now you are exceeding your time. You are talking too long. You don't let me speak even.
Wait, now, just give me 2 minutes, please. Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Please. I'm just listening to you. You get me? So when you are saying that you don't consider Quran, hadith except Quran as a Muslim, but when you as a Satan, when you say that one, I don't have any issue with you. Even if you say you do not consider Quran, I have any issue with you because you're not a Muslim. You get me? You're not obliged to believe in Quran or in hadith, no matter what you are only discussing. You don't have any belief on it. But for somebody claiming to be Muslim and he said that only Quran, he doesn't want hadith, that one is a full astray. I'm telling you, he's even pagan. He don't even have any religion. You get me? And Prophet Muhammad says that if you want to pray and you did not read the chapter 1, Surah Al-Fatiha in your prayers, you have no prayers. As if you did not perform the prayer. So, before you perform prayers as Salah, you must learn Surah Al-Fatiha, and it will not sound in any other language except from with Arabic. You have to read it, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka Na'budu wa Iyaka Nasta'in. That one is completely. And with the mercy of Allah, Alhamdulillah, even if you go to China or anywhere in this world, somebody that does not even understand English, Arabic, and he cannot speak Arabic, but he can recite Quran. Alhamdulillah. When you come to Borno State, our state here, you can get majority of the people are Hafiz, are reading the Quran of head, but they don't even understand it. This is the miracle of Allah, how He saved His religion through Quran, and this is Allah is showing to people that this language, this religion that I revealed in Arabic, it's not only for Arabs. It is the language I use to reveal this religion to the mankind, to the whole mankind. And they can learn it anyway. But you can never ever bring me a person that is a Christian, maybe in a whole country. You can find me that the habits of Bible of 100 people at once, you cannot bring it. In any country in this world.
Okay, Mr. Umar.
Bible was not revealed for mankind.
Mr. Umar.
Wait.
So how long do you want to speak? How long?
Okay, go on, continue.
So my question to you is this long talk that I've given you the opportunity to speak, okay? I asked you the question. Allah is saying in the Quran, He will send you a messenger with the language of your people, with the tongue that he speaks. And then you are saying Muhammad said in the hadith, you should pray in Arabic. So who has the authority now? Is it Muhammad or is it Allah?
Muhammad was commanded by Allah.
Where did Allah? So Allah is saying in the Quran, which the Quran is, you gave me Quran chapter 39, verse number 28. There is no defect in the book. We have hadith that is defect. Hadith that is not authentic. Hadith that they are authentic, but if I give it to you, you say you don't accept it. Okay? And Allah is saying in his book that there are A messenger will come in the language that you speak. And now you are trying to tell me Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. He doesn't speak on his own by inclination. He speaks the revelation. So Muhammad said in the hadith that you should pray in Arabic. And if you don't pray Surah Al-Fatiha, it is as if you didn't pray. So how was Moses praying? Before the Quran came, did Moses pray with Surah Al-Fatiha? Did Abraham, did Isaac, did Jacob, did David, Solomon, did they pray? Did God accept their prayer? Did Jesus pray with Surah Al-Fatiha? No, he didn't pray that. This is the type of mentality. That is why somebody says don't accept.
Don't misguide people. Don't misguide
wait,
people.
let me finish. When
we are saying that of region of Islam, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was revealed, and you are telling us something that before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even yesterday I've told you that the chain of prophets is just like presidential candidates. The same constitution that bringing them, but any president when you come, he will do whatever with his legislation they are accepted to do. All the prophets that have come, they have come to worship only one God. All the prophets.
Mr. Umar, you see now you are behaving like the other Muslims. When they come here, they want to shout over me. They don't want me to speak. Even if I give you time to speak, and it is my time to speak now you are speaking over me. So are you sincere? Are you sincere? I give you the opportunity. I let you speak for a while. It is my time to speak now, and you are now shouting over me. It is as if you don't care about the truth. You always want to speak, but you don't want nobody to speak. It is my time to speak. As soon as I started speaking, you are speaking over me. You don't want to keep quiet to listen to what I'm saying. You just want to confuse me so that I don't say what I have to say.
Okay, go on, please go on.
So why? Just be quiet. Let me speak, and then you will speak after. I gave you the time to speak. You are now you are talking. You are saying I shouldn't say what came before Muhammad. You are the one.
Yes, what is concern of Quran?
So let me speak. Just listen carefully. You are claiming all the prophets they came with one message.
Anything that Quran says about the previous people of before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is just like a story. And
so let me speak now. Let me speak, Mr. Umar. People are listening to the conversation. They will know who is sincere now and who is not. Who is being fair or who is not being fair. They always say I bully people.
Take your 3 minutes, please. Take your 3
so
minutes.
Then be quiet. Then be quiet. That means you have to be quiet, okay? You as a Muslim, I asked you the question. Allah is making a statement in the Quran, and you are bringing a hadith outside from the Quran to tell me that is what you will follow because Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. That's the Quran claim. Yesterday, you called me on the program. You gave me an example of a sin Muhammad does. You said Muhammad doesn't sin, a big sin, but the sin that prophet like Muhammad did was some people, munafiqin, will come to him at the battle of, you mentioned the name of the battle, and then Muhammad will give them permission, and Allah was questioning Muhammad, why did you do that? You said Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. So when Muhammad gave that permission, was it Muhammad's own or was it Allah's own? Answer that for yourself. That is what you are claiming. Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. But Allah was questioning Muhammad, why did you do that? Why did you do that? So Muhammad spoke on his own. That is the evidence for you that Muhammad speak on his own, not with Allah. And then my question to you was, the Quran is saying the messenger will come in the language of the people. And then you are saying the hadith. You see, I mean, not even 2 minutes.
When you give me one question, let me answer that.
No, let me finish the minute and then you will answer.
No, if I answer this question,
no, let me finish. Let me finish.
I forget this question.
No, then write it down because I kept quiet. I kept quiet for you to speak for more than almost 4 minutes. And then I'm asking you. I also wrote it down. I wanted
to answer this question.
Yes, then write it down. Write it down. Okay. And then now you are saying all the messengers came with the same message. All the messengers came with the same message, and then Muhammad is just a continuation of the messengers. But Muhammad's message is totally different. None of the messengers, when Jesus came before Muhammad, after Jesus came Muhammad. Before Muhammad came, Jesus never said, when you want to pray, you have to say something before you. He said, when you want to pray, just say, our Father. You have to speak from your heart. Now you are saying we have to speak you said Jesus never ordered us to speak in the language of another person. Because the language that you have, it is respected and accepted from a God. The Almighty God will accept whatever language you speak. But now you have a religion, which another language, the God will only listen to your prayers when you speak in the language of another person. So is he the creator of the universe or a creator of one language? Answer the question. I am done.
Okay, there is one question that I say I want to answer you first.
Okay.
You say that which one? You said Prophet Muhammad doesn't talk on his own or what? This is why I say I wanted to answer that particular question before you go further.
Yeah, because you see, you should note it down.
Just answer your first question.
You should write it down so that you will know what I said, and then you can answer.
Your first question now, please. Okay, fine. I have remembered it. You say that when the people, the hypocrites come and Prophet Muhammad give them permission, and Allah said that don't give them permission. This part of some of the sins that Prophet Muhammad said did not is a big sin. When Allah tell him not to do, why did you give them permission? Isn't it? And when there are some people who come to ask about the people of the cave, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tell them that let you come tomorrow, I will inform you. But by the following day when they come, no revelation had been revealed to him, so he couldn't give them answer. And God blamed him on that one. I think you know all these stories, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, you are saying Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. And I'm giving you an example where
I'm just telling you that. I'll just give you that clue. Okay, you know, in Revelation about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the way he talks and the way he will not talk when God is not revealed. When it is something about concerning, you know, there is something that you say that ibadat, worshiping. You get me? Any hadith that concerning worshiping, Prophet Muhammad will never speak on his own. If it is something worshiping or is something that like penalties, like maybe when somebody steals, cut his hand, when somebody do that one, you know, Prophet will never reveal on his own. But if it is something that is day-to-day life, with the human being, Prophet Muhammad is a human being. He can talk, he can go to market, he can buy, you cannot tell me that Prophet when you go to buy, he will not do business with somebody unless when there is a revelation. You get me? As a human being, Prophet is a human being. But when it comes about worshiping Allah, Prophet will never talk on his own. It must be revealed to him before he's going to tell to his companion, this is how you worship your God, this is how you are doing your fasting, this is how you're going to do your marriages, this is how to do your naming ceremonies. If you want to go to war, this is how you are going. It is on revelation. You get me? But his activities of day-to-day activities between human being and human being, that's what God has already given him his free will. He can do. If he did right, it's okay. If he did not do right, God will just send him a message that, look, Muhammad, you made a mistake in that place. Don't do that one again. That one is a day-to-day activities. It is not something that concerning worshiping Allah. So when you are talking of Prophet Sallallahu has talked to the hypocrites in that way, that the hypocrites that they come to get permission, that one is not worshiping. You get me? It's a day-to-day activities between him and the people of Medina that he met. I hope you're clear of that one now.
No, it's not clear. Okay, so let me explain why it's not clear. You gave me the verse.
Tell me why it's clear.
Okay.
Just tell me the place that is not clear so that's explain to you.
Okay, so let me say it, okay? You said Muhammad doesn't speak on his own because he get the inspiration. Quran chapter 53, verse number 3 and 4. Now, okay, Quran chapter 9, verse number 43, the one that you are saying right now, Allah is pardoning Muhammad. What was it about? It was about they were doing something. They asked Muhammad something, and Muhammad didn't wait for inspiration. He gave them an answer. You see, Muhammad, they didn't ask Muhammad what is better, fufu, and what kind of food is good. It was about also guidance. It was guidance. You see, because Muhammad, they were doing something. It was about guidance, and Muhammad gave them the permission. And Allah is questioning Muhammad, why did you give them permission before you never had a revelation? So it was something
that's
Muhammad.
It does not concern anything worshiping Allah.
Wait, Omar, you see, you give me time. It doesn't have to be worship. It doesn't. Listen, let me go. Let me say it like this, okay? The hadith.
But when we attend prayers is the worshiping of Allah.
Yeah, we know.
Whenever Prophet talk about prayers, it will never be on his own. It must be on revelation, because that one is a prayer. Is going to leave this thing behind him until the day of judgment. It must be revelation before it's going to talk. But that activities, day-to-day activities, it's going to be happening during his time, and after he died, that one has already finished.
Okay, how was that verse? How was that Quran chapter 49, Quran chapter 9, verse 43? Show me why is it day and day activities? What is day and day activities? What do you call day and day activities? What is that?
Like somebody come to greet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You could just come and sit down. He's chatting with him as a friend, maybe as a relative, maybe as a wife. Because Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has wife, has relatives. All the activities that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did is going to be all revelation. Cannot be a revelation all.
Okay, but there is a revelation in the Quran when it says that when you come to Muhammad's house and eat, when after eating, don't sit there, just stand up and go.
But okay, did the Quran say don't come?
Yeah, the Quran says when you are invited, you should come, and after you finish, you go. That is day and day activity, but it is in the Quran. It's a revelation too.
And it is the Quran saying that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go to the market and buy things.
The Quran is saying if you invite you see Muhammad is at home, he get friends, people come and visit Muhammad, and the Quran is now giving us guidelines. If you go and visit Muhammad, don't sit there.
Let us not go further. Let us stay on that particular point that you say why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not talking on his own. I'm just telling you anything that concerning prayers. Just give me example in any prayers, example that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam talk on his own and God has blamed him back again. Tell me about prayers. No.
It's about revelation. It has. You see, it doesn't. The Quran chapter 53, verse number 3. It doesn't. Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. In the whole entire inspiration, revelation, it doesn't say only prayers or whatever. It says Muhammad doesn't speak on his own, and that is your example. You gave me the example. Umar, we are speaking for too long now, okay?
To the Umar.
So at the moment, okay, let's try and have a conclusion about what we are saying right now. We started by angels, and we started about Allah, okay? Allah saying, Muhammad saying in the hadith that if we did not commit sin, Allah will wipe us out and bring people who will commit sin. And then you said we need a translation of the Quran. The translation of the Quran is that what we don't understand. We need the original language. Now we came to the conclusion, Allah is saying in the Quran, I don't have to go and learn Arabic. Allah never ordered me to learn Arabic. Allah said, I will get the message in my language, in the language that I understand. So I am dealing with that, what Allah is saying. So it's the Quran. And you are still trying to tell me, Muhammad said in the hadith. And then you are saying in the hadith, as if the hadith is the word of Allah. When Muhammad was alive, there was nothing like hadith. Nothing. Muhammad never said this hadith is authentic and this hadith is not authentic. Muhammad himself never specifically identified any hadith as authentic. It was all written in the name of Muhammad. You can't verify. Somebody can say Muhammad prayed like this and then he is given to you, but you can never verify it is true. And the person who is giving you, let's say one of the caliph who is in charge is saying, I heard Muhammad say this and that. Because he is the caliph, he is the boss, nobody is going to challenge him and it will be accepted as authentic. But maybe Muhammad never did that. So we have the book of Allah, and that is the only book. Wait.
Maybe. Now you have become, now you say maybe.
Yes, because you can't do
maybe.
Because you cannot verify. That is why I say maybe.
Just underline that your word maybe. Just continue.
Okay, maybe because we cannot verify. But what we know for sure is the Quran is from Allah. That is your claim. And you accept the Quran cannot be corrupted, because who is the guidance of the Quran? Allah. Who is the guidance of the hadith? Not Allah. The hadith, there is only one book which is not corrupt. That is the Quran. You gave us a verse, Quran chapter 39, verse number 28. So now we have some book which is clearly, according to you, from Allah and protected from Allah. The hadith, it can sound good, it can be true, it can also be false. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it is true. So if you find anything in the hadith going against the Quran, you throw the hadith away. And the Quran is clearly letting us know that we will get the message in our language. For every community, there is a messenger. And Quran chapter 14, verse number 4, every messenger will come in the language of the people. So if the Quran is for me as a mankind, then I have to get the Quran in the language of my people, for my people. I don't have to go and learn Arabic. Till now, you haven't given us one single verse which will say we have to go and learn the Arabic before we accept the Quran. Not a verse. You understand
Okay,
that?
fine. Okay, it's my turn now. Please give me. Go to Quran chapter 5, 72.
Okay, read it.
No, go to Quran chapter 5, 72, you.
Yeah, I will go there. I said I am not on my computer right now, so it takes time.
Okay. Because we are saying that any nation must come with his own language. God must send somebody to him by his own language.
No, I am not
Otherwise,
saying that. I am not saying that.
Wait. You have given. It's my time now. You have to talk. You have to leave me. I have to talk.
Yeah, but you are saying I am saying. I am not
Okay.
saying that. Allah is saying that, not me. Please don't say I am saying
Okay,
that.
Allah is saying that one. Thank you. In Quran, Allah is saying that any nation we are sending a messenger from their own from their own language.
Yes.
And we are talking of Quran. And when you go to Quran chapter 5:72, here is saying that they do blasphemy who say Allah is Christ, the son of Mary. But said Christ, all children of Israel, that Christ is saying that all children of Israel worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Whoever joins other gods with Allah, Allah will forbid him the garden, and the fire will be his abode. There will for the wrongdoers be no one to help. You get me? They do blasphemy. Again, that the next verse is saying that they do blasphemy who say Allah is one of three in a trinity. For there is no God except of Allah. If they desist not from their word, verily a grievous penalty will befall the blasphemers among them. So now Allah is saying that Jesus Christ now is talking to his people because he is sent to his people with their own language. Now he's saying that all people of Israel, Allah has sent Jesus to Israelites. Is that so?
No, it's not so.
This is what Quran says.
No, the Quran say Jesus is a mercy to mankind. Jesus is a mercy to mankind. That's the Quran says.
Wait, in Quran?
Yes, in the Quran.
Please, which verse? Let me know, please.
I've forgotten the verse. I don't know the verse right now.
You cannot forget. There is none. Because there is none.
Are you saying there is nothing like Jesus is the mercy to mankind? Quran never said Jesus.
No. Any place that Jesus was mentioned, Allah is saying that Jesus is son of Mary. Because you know why the Jesus story is plenty in Quran? Quran wants to prove to the Christians that Jesus was not son of God. He's a son of a woman. Let you not to mislead people that you're going to consider Jesus as a son of God. Jesus is my own servant that I have sent. This is what God is telling to people in Quran. Any place that you see that he said that Jesus is the son of Mary and a messenger and a word of God. You get me? And there's place that Allah is saying that we created Jesus the way we created Adam. We created Adam without father, without mother, but we created Jesus with mother. You get me? That one is not our topic. Our topic here is when you are saying that Quran is saying that any nation is for any nation we're going to send a messenger from
Mr.
their
Abu,
own language. So now Jesus was sent to Israel, and he himself has said that all children of Israel. He's now talking only of Israelite peoples. He did not mention any nation. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever when he talks, he said that, "Ya ayyuhan nas, all you people." He's going to talk for the whole people. I'm just talking about Quran. I'm not telling you that Christianity is better or Islam is better. That guidance is left to Allah. You get me? You can be Christian, you can be Jews, I can be Muslim, I can be without religion. That one is guidance from Allah. He guides whoever he likes. You get me? No. That's why it's not from my heart. It's not from
Mr. Umar, let me give you the verse now. Let me give you the verse. Yes. Jesus is a sign for mankind, not for children of Israel, according to the Quran. So the Quran is saying
which chapter?
Quran chapter 9, Surah to Maryam, ayah 21. Okay, open it and read it.
Okay, Maryam.
Yes.
Quran chapter 9, isn't it?
Yes. Surah to Maryam 19 is that.
19, verse what?
Verse number 21.
Verse 21.
So read it. We are listening.
Thank you. He said, so it will be, thy Lord said, that is easy for me. You get me? This one all is story that God revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we wish to appoint him as a sign into men. Sign.
Okay.
It's not sent. Don't mislead. It's a sign. It's not sent.
It's not what?
It's sign. It's a sign unto men and mercy from us. You know why is God said that it's sign?
Okay, so
for the people that are saying, for the people that are saying that Jesus is God, Allah is saying that Jesus is not a God, is not son of God, is the signs of God, is a sign.
Okay, so to who? To who is this sign? To who? To only the children of Israel or for everybody, for all mankind?
You see?
The sign, that sign you are talking about, is it a sign for only the children of Israel or is it a sign for mankind?
That revelation has come to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam during Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah is saying to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let people know.
No, wait. Mr. Umar, this verse you are Surah to Maryam, the angel has come to Mary at that Mary time, and he is telling Mary what is going to happen to Mary. So that is before Jesus was born, and then Mary is getting this revelation or inspiration. So Jesus is going to be a sign for mankind. So you understand? It is not Muhammad is going to. So Jesus was going to be a sign for mankind. And if Allah is saying this before Jesus was born or created, if you will say that, okay, how is he going to be a sign?
It is Mary when she said that, how shall I have a son, seeing that no man has taught me,
okay,
and I am not unchaste.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
This by the time when the angel come and tell to Mary that you're going to bear a son and you're going to give birth to a son. And now Mary answering him, how will I going to bear a child while I don't have a husband and no man has touched me and I'm not unchaste?
Okay.
You get me? And now the angel is telling Mary that, look, Mary, the child that you're going to bear it is a sign of Allah.
For
to
who?
The men.
To men, to mankind.
Men.
You see, to humanity.
Wait. When you are saying men, all the people that are along that nation.
Read it in Arabic. You see now you are focusing it on. Read it in Arabic. What does it say in Arabic? Read Arabic. We are listening.
You yourself now you said you don't need to go to Arabic because you know Arabic doesn't.
Yes, but okay. So my translation, it says humanity, and humanity doesn't say only children of Israel. Because if it was for only children of Israel, it will say children of Israel. So he says humanity because you already gave us a verse when Allah is speaking to the children of Israel. He said children of Israel. So this verse it is saying for men, for humanity, for mankind. Another translation says for mankind. So Jesus
is a sign.
It's a sign. Listen, so listen. Let me ask you this question. If before Jesus was created, he was a sign for mankind, so mankind will know the power of Allah, right?
Yes, of course. That's correct. That's what Quran says.
So listen carefully, okay? So if Jesus is a sign for mankind, for all mankind, that is for all mankind, that means they have to teach, they have to spread the message of Jesus for all mankind to know about the sign, not only for the children of Israel. Because if it only goes to the children of Israel, how are the other people going to know this sign?
Okay, so now you have come. You know why I just insisted on that word? Because you said for every nation. And when Quran is saying, when Quran is saying that for every nation there is a messenger, and now this Jesus is a sign for mankind, and now you are just sticking to that particular one. If you stick to that particular one, Jesus, it means is not for mankind. But if you do not stick to that particular word and you want to explain this particular chapter, so you must know that Jesus is for all mankind, isn't it? During his time.
Mr. Umar, explain the verse for us, please, now, because to me, that is why you see, to me, there is contradiction in the Quran. I don't believe the Quran is from Allah. It is from God. I don't believe that, okay? So I will use the Quran for you as a Muslim who believes in it, for you to see the truth. So the Quran is stating Jesus is a sign for mankind. Okay, if it's a sign for mankind. And the Quran is saying in another portion, to every nation we send a messenger. Okay, to every nation we send a messenger. and the messenger will come with the language of his people. So now you have to explain it to me. If Jesus was a sign for mankind, and then you are claiming Jesus was also sent for only the children of Israel, how was mankind supposed to know about Jesus and the sign that Allah has created? How? Explain this to us.
Okay. So now, for every time when there is any nation in this world, when you say nation, you cannot say it like this nation that these colonials come and divide it. Like now, you have Ghana as a nation. You have another something as a nation. This is why Quran says that we just created you in different languages and different colors, just like as a sign. The way that you see sign here in Jesus Christ. You get me? But all the human beings are the same nation because we are all from Adam. Prophet Muhammad said that you are from Adam and Adam from the sand, from the clay. You get me?
No, I don't get you, okay? I said, explain to me. If Jesus is a sign for mankind.
All the human beings.
Mr. Umar, you are not understanding my question. My question is, if Jesus
are not, and you don't want to understand me, even though I have already understand your question.
So what is my question?
Your question is saying that as long as God says that if any nation or any group of people, if you're going to send a messenger to them, we're going to send a messenger from their own language.
No, that is not the question right now. The question is Quran chapter 19, verse number 21. Allah is saying Jesus was going to be created as a sign for mankind. And then you are saying Jesus was sent only to the children of Israel. So I'm
just quoting the Quran for you. I did not say only for. I'm just quoting what the Quran says.
Okay, so that is what I.
If you want to interpret, if you want to understand to your own common understanding, it is not. Now your own understanding is not a general understanding of Quran.
Mr. Umar,
you get me?
So I think you haven't understood my question. That is why you let me make the question clear, because you speaking over me won't change the question. Let me make the question clear, okay? The Quran is saying, or you told me the Quran is saying Jesus was sent only to the children of Israel. I accept that. Okay, fine. That is one statement from the Quran. And another statement from the Quran is saying...
Wait. Point of correction, please. Correction. I said, Jesus, by the time when Jesus said that, all you people of Israel, are you going to tell me that Jesus only sent for Israel? I mean, the way that you are talking, I say, now when Jesus said that, all people of Israel, does it mean that God has only sent him to people of Israel, and now he's talking of to people of Israel? If that is the case, there is no need for us to be Christians or Muslim or Jews. We have to stay with that religion. And this is what I've told you. You get me?
I don't get you. So let me make my point. Let me make the point. People have to understand the point clearly. So
you cannot misquote me now. I say by the when Jesus in Quran when Jesus said all people of Israel. So it means to your own interpretation. It means that nobody will become Christian as long as Jesus now is talking to people of Israel.
Mr. Umar.
You get me? Like me from Prophetic, I'm not from Arab. So it means I don't need to follow Arabic. If I don't need to follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it means no Christian will follow Jesus. As long as Jesus is saying that all people of Israel.
No,
I just want to give you a point here.
No, okay, Mr. Umar, listen, okay.
Yes.
You said Jesus. You said it in this. We have the audio is recorded. You said it. Jesus was sent.
Maybe if you do not understand me, let me correct
Mr. Umar, let me finish speaking. Why do you always cut me off?
Okay, go.
You said it in the audio. It is in it. We can reverse it and listen to it later on. You said Jesus was sent. Keep quiet, Mr. Umar.
I will listen to it.
Yeah, you just listen to it later on. You said in the audio when you said Jesus was sent to the children of Israel, and then I said, "Are you sure?" Because Jesus was a sign for mankind, and you said, "Give me the verse." And you said, "Give me the verse," and I said, "I don't even remember the verse right now." But you made me go to the room and pick my book and then check in the book and quote it for you the verse. And the verse is saying Jesus was a sign for mankind before he was created. And my question is to you is, if Jesus is a sign for mankind, okay? Jesus is a sign for mankind. How? And then you stated before he was only for the children of Israel. How are the mankind going to know about Jesus if he's only for the children of Israel? That is what my question to you, okay? But right now I have to end the conversation. My wife is up.
Okay, just a second. You know why I told you that one?
I have to go now. I have to go.
Wait, just a second, please. You know why I told you that one? Because you said that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was sent to Arab. It's only you don't need to go and learn Arab. It's only for Arabic. I say, okay, if that's the case,
I didn't say that.
Was sent to Israel. This is why I refer that one to you.
Okay, Mr. Umar, I have to end the conversation here, okay? I have to end the conversation.
For yourself. Let the proof to be against your own self. Okay. That's why I said that one.
Okay, I have to end the conversation because my time. I never said Muhammad was. I never said that. What you just said, I never said that. Okay, but my time is up. I have to go. Okay, Mr. Umar. Bye bye for the meantime. Okay. Greetings, family. You see, I am only going according to what the Quran is saying. It's the Quran who is saying he sends the messenger to the language of his people. I never said anything. Okay, but I have to end the conversation here because my baby is up. Okay, she was sleeping in the other room, but she just woke up and then they came to this living room right now where I was having this conversation, and then I'll have to end it because there is family time. Okay, Seto SSK, please kindly share the video, subscribe, and then you will see. Just listen carefully. Go back and listen carefully to the conversation. Listen how they switch the topic, and then if you ask the question, the kind of answer you will get. They speak for so long and they will twist and they will bring something different so that you will forget what you were asking. You have to be very focused. I am still learning how to deal with debating or discussing with Muslims. I am still learning because they switch the topic in a minute to bring something else so that you will forget what you were talking about. Okay, they'll be quoting verses and then it is clearly you don't need the Arabic. The Quran is but you see how I can use the Quran for any Muslim. He couldn't prove to us that where Allah is saying you should learn the Arabic before you understand the Quran. Allah never said that. Allah said, I will get the message in my language. So if I don't understand Arabic, I don't have to go and learn Arabic because I have to get it in my language. Seto SSK, please kindly subscribe and share this video. Okay, tag people so that we will learn together. Okay. Bye bye. So, and please now don't forget to comment on the page, especially on YouTube pages. Comment and share. Okay, Seto SSK. Bye bye.